Willy was a little sperm, and he lived inside Mr. Brown, just here. He lived inside Mr. Brown with 300 million other sperm at the same address. At school, Willy wasn't very good at sums, but he was very good at swimming, and so was Butch. If there are 300 million sperm in the race, how many will you have to beat to win the egg? The teacher asked. 10, said Willy. He wasn't very good at sums, but he was very good at swimming. Soon it would be time for the great swimming race. So Willy practiced every day. But so did the other 300 million sperm, and so did Butch. But there was only one prize. It was a beautiful egg, and it lived inside Mrs. Brown, just here. At last, the day of the great swimming race arrived, and the teacher gave them all a pair of goggles, a number, and 2 maps. The first map showed inside Mr. Brown. The second showed inside Mrs. Brown. That very night, Mr. and Mrs. Brown joined together, and the teacher cried, "Go!" and the great swimming race began. Willy swam with all his strength, and so did Butch. Willy swam as if his life depended upon it, and so did Butch. Butch was catching up. How much further did Willy have to go? He didn't know. He wasn't very good at sums. He was the best at swimming. Hurrah! The egg was lovely and soft, and Willy burrowed all the way in until he disappeared. And then something strange happened. Something wonderful. Something magical. Something inside began to grow. And it grew until it grew bigger than the egg. And soon it grew bigger than Mrs. Brown's tummy. So Mrs. Brown's tummy began to grow. And it grew until the baby was born. It was a little girl. They called her Edna. But where had Willy gone? Who knows? But when Edna grew into a little girl and she went to school, she found that she wasn't very good at sums, but she was very good at swimming.